and how much you laughed. You don't sit there and talk about, oh, remember that moment I had so many fat rolls on my belly.
Hola, my name is Nikki and I am an Aussie on a mission to learn about the Mexican culture after recently marrying into a beautiful Mexican family.
And why don't you talk about diet and nutrition? And I'm glad you asked.
At the Space Jam, alright. If you want to jam, slam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Get on the floor and jam.
One of the things that I think is problematic in social media is that it's saturated with messages about diets and nutrition information, and I feel like personally it really contributes to disordered eating patterns. I don't want to contribute to that, so I have consciously chosen not to talk about nutrition composition when I'm making the Mexican cuisine, because for me, learning about the Mexican culture and the cuisine, you really get a sense of how much love they put into their food, and it's about creating connections with people. And when you sit down at a table to share your meal, and a lot of the meals are created to share, when you sit down with the people, generally you sit down with people that you love and you want to create moments and memories with. And when you look back on memories with people, you don't care about the fact that they have a little bit of cellulite on their body, or they have a wobbly belly, or they've got wrinkles on their face because they smile so much. I think we've created this culture where fat is feared, and it's not something that should be the big picture, because when you look back on the memories, you don't think about those things. You think about how much fun you had with your family or your friends, and how much you laughed. You don't sit there and talk about, oh, remember that moment I had so many fat rolls on my belly. You go, oh my gosh, I had an absolute ball with my friends. We were laughing so much that we were in little balls on the floor, kind of thing. And that's what I want to bring back. I want to create a channel where you feel like you have got permission to have guilt-free meals with your family and friends and show the love and the connection. And I think in a world where we're so clearly disconnected, I think we can take things from cultures like the Mexican culture and really bring back a people-centered environment. I hope that makes sense. So that's why I'm not talking about nutrition, because I want it to be more about the love in the food that you create, and then sharing that food with people you love. So that's all we're doing today. We're making a Gringa Al Pastor. So yeah, let's go.
Gringa Al Pastor is linked to the migration of Lebanese people to Mexico in the 1930s. With them, they brought the cooking method used to prepare their traditional dishes on a spit roast. These immigrants had children who in the 60s opened a restaurant in Puebla and added their own twist by swapping lamb with pork and marinating it with Mexican spices and chilies. The pork is then slow cooked on the roast spit until time to serve. Obviously, we've created a variant of this as we don't have a trompo just lying around the house. So as step one, we want to marinate the meat. We left ours in overnight just to give that really good marinade. So what you want to do is grab all those ingredients that I posted just previously with the marinade ingredients and chuck them all in a blender and blitz them all up. And then you're going to coat the meat so every aspect of the meat is fully covered with the marinade. So now that the meat has marinated overnight, we're going to pull it out and plate it on a grill pan to put into the oven. We've just laid out a layer of pineapple first and then placed the meat just scattered all over the top of the plate. And then we're going to put the meat in roughly around for 2 hours at 120 degrees Celsius. Now that you've pulled it out of the oven, it's time to create your tacos. So what you want to do is get your tortillas, put it on a pan. We've used a sandwich press. We just find it easy. And you want to heat up your tortilla and then place the meat and the cheese and grill that for roughly around like 20 seconds. And then when you pull it off, you want to put your cilantro or coriander and your diced onion and a little bit of pineapple pieces, and then you get to enjoy.
Oh, I got to put stuff inside.
Okay, show us. El mexicano making the gringa. La gringa.
Gringo, making the gringo.
Wouldn't you like do it? Wouldn't you put all the stuff on when it's
Open.
and like together, so that it's less work?
He actually is.
Can I tell you? Why do you
Actually, wait. No, go. No, you go.
No, sorry.
No, you go.
That's why your tacos are so shit, because an American first was like, why don't you just like put it like when it's like blah blah blah, and then they started escalating that and be like, yeah, it would be so much easier to have the hard shells already. And it's like, yeah, and then like you end up with the shit that you have, yeah. Because it's so much easier this way. I don't want to marinate the meat, it scares me.
Kiss.
Yeah.
You like it?
A Mexican agrees.
So good. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I hope you have a fabulous week, and I'll see you this time next week. Bye.